It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see a brawl inside the AFC South. It's the Jags and the Colts, and it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we jump right into this new season with an AFC South matchup, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Well, CD, new season is here. Lions and Chiefs got it going on Thursday night. You and I were there. What a scene that was. But now here we are a few days later on Sunday, looking at two teams with great expectations here to begin 2023.
It's always fun to get a new season started, isn't it, partner? Because everyone feels like they've got a shot.
A new era begins here in Indy as the Jags and Colts are underway to begin the new season. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Richardson. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. From the 43, here's 2nd down and a yard. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give to Taylor. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. Richardson on 3rd and short. That's to the tight end, Mano. And he is going to have a Colts first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. But they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Richardson looking to throw this. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Running straight ahead, Taylor down to about the 32. So this, a great matchup here in Indy. You get a divisional game right out of the gate. Charles, what do you see in store for these two teams in 2023?
Indianapolis trying to get themselves reestablished as a playoff team, but they've kind of hit the reset button a little bit. While Jacksonville, coming off of a big finish in 2022, they believe they're the team to beat in the AFC South.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
The red challenge flag making an appearance. Doug Peterson not liking what he saw there. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Now Richardson, he's going to keep it running right.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Richardson now on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, and he's got his man. It's Woods. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
A 3-yard touchdown pass.
And the Colts are on the board here first in the season opener.
A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Well, the Jaguars ready to go on offense for the first time. And they're led by the former #1 pick in the draft. In his 3rd season now, Charles, Trevor Lawrence.
Last year we got the Trevor Lawrence. So many tabbed to be the savior of the Jaguars. He broke 4,000 yards for the first time and threw 25 touchdown passes and guided his team to the playoffs. This young man, he's been good since the first time he picked up a ball in Youth League. They expect nothing less from him again this season.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On 1st down, right back to ETN.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Now Lawrence. Oh, his first throw of the season is intercepted. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year #2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a 2nd season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13. Down to the 13. First and 10 in the red zone. First and 10. Taylor now.
And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this 1st quarter of play.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. As they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the shotgun, Richardson. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass, and the Colts go up by 2 touchdowns. So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and threw it his way. What a big-time play right there, both by the quarterback trusting him and by him going up and getting it.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game.
Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception.
The ball comes out, and the Colts pick it up. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team, because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it is the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical, because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we can.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They go play action with Lawrence.
He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just now supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Well, hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Room to maneuver at the 45.
A big play there for Indy. 44 yards.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. It delivers a big play here for this offense.
Now this offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Here's Richardson to throw.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
2nd and 10, back to the air with Richardson.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Hang on now, we're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from adding another catch to his big start.
And Gay knocks this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
And now out come the Jags.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence.
And completes it to Kirk over the middle.
Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar first.
Now they got to get to the line quickly.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He'll get this off to ETN.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
2nd and 9. Lawrence.
Open man is Kirk, complete. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
From midfield now, Lawrence.
Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence, haven't allowed a point yet, flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence.
He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
The kick by McManus is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Throw right side, caught by Ridley. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Ridley was one of the game's brightest young stars in 2020. Hasn't played since early in the 2021 season, but Jacksonville made a low-cost move to bring him in and see if he can return to the game with the form he once had.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
From the 35, here's a 2nd down and 9. Here's Lawrence.
A short throw to Ingram.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start by running the option to the right. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Richardson out of the shotgun.
And he rifles one incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down.
He completes it to Ridley.
22 more yards there and another 1st down.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
And it's complete right back to Ridley. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Now Lawrence.
And that is incomplete. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down.
Lawrence going to throw again.
And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence.
And able to find Kirk complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
ETN will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive.
And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
Richardson working from the gun.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
3rd and long for Richardson. And he'll find Pittman.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
From talking with defensive backs and their coaches over the years, they hate to see 4 guys in a route like this because the safeties are often occupied. It creates indecision. They're unsure about who goes with who. And the quarterback, he just reads the most vulnerable safety and takes advantage of it for a big play here.
Richardson to the air on 1st down. Connecting over the middle with Downs.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
Here's Richardson.
Buying time to his left.
And Richardson slides down after evading the defense, and he moves the chains.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he is going to have a Colts first down. And that should be the one that finishes this game off.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Colts, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.